Hello everybody and welcome back to another My Porch Prints tutorials. This is Kyra and today we are going to be creating a highly requested project. If you followed along during our spring event a couple weeks ago, you would have seen this little lace doily paperclip that I made for that journal, and a lot of people have been messaging us and asking how to create this, so I thought I would go ahead and just give it its own dedicated tutorial and show you some improvements I've made, and we'll kind of like create a whole little pocket for it as well. So for this project we are going to be using one of our Petite packs. Specifically I'm using the green one since we already had it printed out, but we have multiple different packs that are centered around different colors. If you like pink, blue, purple, yellow, whatever it is, I will go ahead and link those down below so you can go pick that. Also, this is only part of the pack. There's actually a lot more to it than this. However, these are the pieces I'm going to be using for today's project. So there are several labels that I'll be using, some fussy cut butterflies, and then there's also some like base cards that I'm going to be using as both ephemera and then kind of like the main base of the pocket. And everything that you see today is printed on cardstock to give everything some stability, so that would be my recommendation for this project. And I would also recommend printing on the back of everything. I didn't do that, so I'll have to like do a little bit of extra work as we go along here, but if you print on the back, that should save you some time. And then there's this page here, which is going to be very important to today's project. I'm going to be using these like little circular pieces to add some stability to my lace doily. So that's one of the changes I made. And these little doilies are made out of paper and are about 6 inches. So I've gone ahead and linked these in our Amazon affiliate shop down below. So if you are looking for some, you can find them there. And I'm going to go ahead and grab 4 of them, and 2 of them I decided to go ahead and coffee dye. So I just took some coffee and soaked a couple of the doilies in them. Anything that's not fully submerged will be a little bit lighter in color than the stuff that is submerged. And then one by one, you're going to take them, put them on a separate plate, and pop them in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And depending on your microwave, you might have to do this 1 or 2 times until it is mostly dry, just like this. And that should help the color set and coffee dye your doilies to a darker shade. So you can kind of decide if you want to do that. If you like the white, that's fine. It's kind of up to you which one you like best. And now that we have the doilies, I'm going to show you guys my original method for creating these, just for anyone who wants to see it, and then I will show you the improved method. So to start here, you're going to obviously need some paper clips. Again, we have these linked in our Amazon shop. They come in different sizes, so I'm using the smaller one for this project, but it kind of just depends on the size of your doily and what paper clips you have lying around. I would say smaller is a little bit better here. And then I just looked for a scrap piece of cardstock, and I'm going to take that and cut it into a 2-inch by 1-inch little rectangle here. And again, the cardstock is just going to add a little bit of stability, so I recommend that instead of paper. And then I just folded it in half like this into a little square, and I'm going to take my paper clip and I'm going to add it over that folded edge, leaving the other edge open. And this is kind of the base for any hidden paper clip you will make, no matter what it kind of looks like on the outside. So that's what this piece is. And then I'm going to take my little doily here and I'm going to fold it in half, again trying to keep my like pattern lined up here so that it looks nice. And then I'm going to take some glue and go around the outside of my paper clip on both sides of the little piece of paper here. And this is going to go inside the doily up against the crease like this. Just make sure that the open end of your paper clip is lined with the open end of your doily. You don't want to get it upside down, otherwise it won't work. And then to hide the paper clip, I added a little butterfly here just because the doily is a little bit see-through, so this kind of helps hide that little piece. And then it just slides onto your ephemera, your page, your pocket, whatever you made here. The only problem with this one is that it's not as stable because most of it is that kind of thin paper of the doily. And then there's also the issue of trying to align things properly so you don't accidentally slide your pieces between the paper clip paper and the doily. Otherwise, you know, that'll like tear the doily off of the paper clip. So my improved method here is similar but just a little bit different and adds a little bit more stability and makes it a little easier to use. So again, taking a paper clip and a doily, we're going to fold the doily in half, and this time we're going to add the paper clip directly to the doily. Just take your time and be gentle with it, since this paper again is kind of thin and you don't want to tear it. And then taking our cardstock little circle here from the Petite pack, we're going to also fold this in half. And again, because it's made of cardstock instead of paper, it's going to add support to our entire little paper clip here. Now, if you don't have a lace doily, you could also just use these little pieces on their own by taking that first method I showed you with like the little scrap piece, and you could put that inside of this piece instead and use this very similarly. It won't look exactly the same, but it kind of has that same feel. So if you don't have any paper doilies around, you can still follow along with today's craft. But if you do have a lace doily, what you're going to do is now add some glue again to either side of that paper clip on both sides of your little doily here. And then taking that rounded cardstock piece, we're going to just sandwich it over the top like this. And that is going to make our little hidden paper clip. But now we have the entirety of the lace doily as our surface area that we can use. So it's a lot easier to slide on and off of, again, your page, your pocket, whatever you've made here, without having to worry about getting it caught. And it also has that extra stability from the rounded cardstock piece here to give it, you know, a little bit more of a firmness so you don't have to be so careful with it. All right, so now that we have that base done, we can go ahead and create the little pocket card here. So there are multiple little base pieces to choose. I went ahead and grabbed this one to start, and I'm going to use this kind of like blank piece here to make a little impromptu pocket. So I'm going to add some glue to the sides and the bottom and glue that down. And these Petite packs come with so many different ephemera pieces. You could really use them to make any kind of project, even like a little journal. I'm just using it for this kind of like finding a different way to use these pieces. So, you know, this is by no means like a limited method here, but I just wanted to show you guys something you could make with them potentially. So again, I didn't print on the back of my pieces. If you run them through the printer, again, you can print like some of the pretty papers from the kit on the back. I'm going to have to just kind of cover mine up a little bit here, but essentially we're going to start by using one of these pockets. There are 4 in the kit, which works really well with what we're doing today. You might have to trim the pockets down depending on the size of your base piece, but once you've kind of got it to the right size here, I'm going to, again, cover up the white space using a little bit of Distress Oxide in the color Ground Espresso. And then I'm also going to round the edges of my pocket here just to make them match my piece a little bit better. And then I'm going to glue this down, but just make sure to double check that you don't have it upside down on accident. Otherwise, of course, your ephemera pieces will fall out of the pocket. So something good to double check. And then same as our other pocket here, we're adding glue to the sides and the bottom, leaving the top open, and we're just going to glue it down to the back of the card like this. And while that dries, we can start decorating the doily. So again, I'm going to take one of my butterfly fussy cuts and glue it down to the front here. I am going to go over it again with a little bit of Distress ink. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's kind of up to you and what you want your pieces to look like. And you have a few options with this. You can either let it lie flat, or you can fold them and create a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with this one by just adding 2 little creases on either side of the butterfly's body here. And that's going to create kind of like a little flat platform that we can add glue to, and then glue this down while the wings stay propped up, making it look kind of 3D. Or again, you can just leave them flat. It's just sort of up to you, whichever one you like better here. In a minute, I'll sort of show you a comparison so you can decide which you like best. And you can also even glue a butterfly on top of another butterfly, like a smaller one, to create like an even more elaborate effect. I didn't do that today, but I just wanted to let you know if you want to try it, it's really pretty. And then on the other side, flipping over the doily here, I'm going to just do a little bit of decorating using some of the little fussy cuts and labels that come in an abundance in these kits. I think the labels are probably my favorite part of the Petite packs, just because there's so many, and I'm always looking for labels when I'm decorating things. And for the most part, I kept the decorating really light today so that the video would go a little bit quicker, but there's so much decorating you could do with this. We do have a link down in the description box below to our Facebook group, so if you do make these projects and you decorate them with any of the extra pieces here from the kit, I would love to see what you guys come up with, so feel free to share photos in our group. I like seeing what you guys make. It helps inspire my projects too. So anyway, that's kind of the basic decorating for the little paperclip here, so you can go ahead and slide that just onto the bottom of the card like this. And that just adds, again, a little bit more decoration here, and we can start filling our pockets with little ephemera pieces, and you can also use the paper clip to hold things in place, like these little tags and cards. And there you go. That's kind of like a little paperclip pocket here that you can use to store ephemera into and kind of use up your Petite pack labels and cards and things like that. And then this entire piece can actually go inside of a journal, which I'll show you in a little bit, but it's just kind of a fun way to store little pieces. It's a pretty quick project and it makes kind of a big impact in your journal overall. So I hope that maybe you'll give this one a try. And again, I didn't do a lot of decorating. I did take like some little labels here and made like a little charm to kind of dangle off of it, but otherwise I kept things pretty simple. I think this whole thing took me like under 10 minutes to make. So if you want to, you know, go extra mile, add more lace, add more decorations, more fussy cuts, things like that, feel free. I just went ahead and kept things pretty simple. And then to show you how this works, you can just add it to the side or the bottom of a page. It's kind of up to you. And then you can just kind of hold the little pocket that we made into your journal just like this. And it's pretty sturdy, and it's one of those things that you can remove. So if you want to save writing space in your journal, this is one of those decorative elements that won't get in the way of that. And for anyone curious, this is my Daydream in Green junk journal, so I will link the playlist down below if anyone wants to see how I created this junk journal. It is a bit of an older one, but the color really suits today's project, so that's what I'm using. And then just for fun, I wanted to show you how to make a vertical version of this. So again, just taking one of those base pieces here, I'm going to add my pocket to the back, but I'm going to make it vertical. So to do that, you could either cut these edges off so that it fits, or you could do something a little bit more detailed here and fold them around to the front of this piece. And we're going to turn this in kind of to like a corset pocket here. So I'm punching 4 holes in either side. You can measure if you want things to look perfectly even. I just kind of eyeballed it. And then I added eyelets using an eyelet press to reinforce these little holes here so that we can lace some ribbon through it. And to do that, we're going to start by adding glue to the inside of the fold and along the bottom, just like this. And that's going to create the little pocket on the back. And you can see I covered up some of the white with a little bit of scrap paper here, again, because I didn't print on the back of mine. And then just make sure you align the bottom of the pocket with the bottom of the sort of base piece of paper here. You don't want to slide this around too much because we want to keep that pocket nice and open. And then once that's on, you can go ahead and take like little ephemera pieces and fill the pocket up on the back just like this. Pretty simple. Now for the front piece here, before you add any ribbon, I would recommend adding a pocket. So I thought maybe the ribbon would be tight enough to hold ephemera pieces in place. It was not. So I had to kind of improvise here and add a pocket after I'd already finished lacing it up. So what I did was I just took like a scrap piece of paper and cut it down to like fit the width of my little tag here so that it would fit the base of this pocket. I hope that makes sense. And it's just kind of like a little impromptu pocket here. If you do this before lacing everything up, it should be a lot easier for you. I just wanted to make mention of it now so that you can, you know, do as I say and not as I do. And that little pocket will help hold your ephemera pieces in so that they don't fall out. And then I'm gonna take some ribbon. You could use twine or any string that you have. I just had this lying around. It's kind of a greenish yellow color, so I thought it would fit this project nicely. And you're gonna take it about 4 times the width of your pocket here, and then you're gonna double that, and you're gonna wanna add even more. I ended up not adding quite enough, so you'll wanna have like another, like, I don't know, 6 inches maybe. It really depends on how big you want your bow to be at the end. But you're gonna thread it through the bottom 2 eyelets, and then you're going to do like a little corset stitch here and just kind of weave the ribbons back and forth on opposite sides, just kind of crisscrossing them going up the eyelets here, and that's going to give you like a little corset sort of look to this pocket. And again, this is kind of complicated. Like, you don't have to do any of this. You could just cut those extra wings off and avoid this whole thing. But if you wanted something to look a little bit cute and decorative with just a little bit more effort, you can make it look kind of pretty. So again, leave extra string here, and then you can tie a bow off with those 2 ends. And you can trim the ribbon down to suit whatever you think looks best. But there you go. You've got kind of like a little corset pocket here. All right. And then finishing it up, we're going to glue our butterflies onto our doily. However, this time you're going to want to flip the doily around and glue the butterfly sort of facing the opposite direction from the last project, because this is meant to go on the top of the page instead of the bottom. So you want that butterfly to be right side up instead of upside down. Hope that makes sense. And then again, just decorate it however you like. I kind of stuck with my familiar formula from the other project. And then all you need to do is just attach it to the top of the page like this, and then you can slide your little card underneath it. And because these are paper clips, they actually work both ways, so you can also add another card to the other side, so they can actually hold quite a lot of ephemera if you want to use them like that. So anyway, that is my vertical card, and then I also showed you again the horizontal one. So these are just a couple of ideas. There's a lot more you could do, a lot more decoration you could do with this, but hopefully this will give you kind of a jumping off point and a little bit of inspiration for making your own. Otherwise, that is going to be it for today's tutorial. Thank you so much if you made it this far. Please remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future tutorials, and let me know down below if you have any other projects from that journal that you want to see, or anything else you've been kind of looking forward to. I'm always looking for new video ideas and would love to hear from you. Otherwise, I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye!